Come on, come on. He naded himself. Hey guys, after massive pressure from my fanbase, I am now doing the awkward commentary again. So I'm sure that will make that one person very happy. I'm playing PUBG here and it's a solo game. The plane spawned in going pretty much south over the map, just straight across. So I decided I would long jump for a car and go Severny, just so I could maybe loot all by myself. The first you want to do is go to like a place that has a lot of loot. Like this diner always has like a decent amount of loot. Here I fucked up a bit. I replaced my level 2 vest. You want to get a gun as soon as possible. You want to get a bit of armor and be ready in case someone has the same idea as you do. Now I'm hearing the plane come in. It's like a care package and I'm just going out to see. And you can see the spawn is pretty good. And luckily it drops for me. So I'm gonna instantly go for it. Late game I don't really go for these because it's just a bit of a risk, but in the beginning now, like I have nothing to lose. I don't really have much. I have a UMP and not much else. You want to park relatively close so you don't have to run too much in open terrain, but then again you don't want to like show your car because that will make people hesitate to come down. What you really want is someone not to be able to snipe you from afar, but to come up in your face so you have a fighting chance. And especially now when it's raining, it's really hard to see and hear. Good old Tommy gun. I decided I would roll with it. Like, why not? I mean, it's better than the UMP. It's got a pretty sick 100 round clip. So you can basically just spray and pray. The only thing that's really is a bit meh is that it's only an iron sight. You can't put on like a red dot or anything. You'll have to roll with the iron sight, but I guess when you have 100 rounds it's okay, you just spray and pray. Check the map and the circle is pretty good. I can still loot like the south part of Severny with no stress. Or you can pick up and mount a compensator for an SMG on the Tommy gun, but that's the only thing you can mount on it. But it's not too bad. I mean, like, if you scope in on the iron side and you hold your breath, it's pretty good. It doesn't wander too much. It's just really hard to see through the iron side because it's pretty dense. And here's like, I hear the second plane and I go and check for it. The thing is, like, the plane is much further away than it looks. So it drops about here. What I'm doing now, I'm scoping in and I'm going on the map and I see like where my arrow is pointing and then I mark the map. That's completely wrong. It's probably just halfway to where it actually landed. Probably landed in like Rostock or something. And here I'm going to search for it after I'm done in Severny. And well, spoiler alert, I didn't find it. Probably just because it was like mid Rostock, I guess. Also random information. Last little clip in this video is gonna be all in Norwegian, but I have subtitled it, so if you want to have ear aids, keep on watching. So when I finally realized it's in Rostock, I ditched the car and I started running for the circle. I just marked somewhere on the map, like I just want that marker to have something to run after. It's not hard running straight forward, but I just want something, uh, just want some kind of like indication on direction. And here I'm always like cautious when it comes to houses. So I take my sweet time passing this house, and I am running backwards while the blue is going through the house just to make sure no one is popping out the door last second. Could have waited a few seconds more just to be absolutely certain, but didn't seem like anyone was there. So I smack down just to have like a smaller profile so no one sees me instantly anyway, and get some bandages. I'm really trying to use bandages early game so I have like a full med kit in the late game. And yeah, you can never bandage fully. You will bandage to like 75-80%, and then you have to use some kind of painkiller or energy drink to get like full HP bar. And it's really nice because it's like health regen, so it keeps regenerating. And here I get spooked by a little bush, and scoping in just to see what's going on. Like I think that bush is like a person, but it just didn't completely render for me yet. There are a few bushes in this game that are pretty troll from a distance. Well, here we made it across the river, and I'm just sitting here to try to figure out what to do. The terrain is pretty good if you can make it across the road, but I just want to start somewhere and scope the area out. So I just mark here because that's like the closest the circle for me. And I wasn't the only one with the with the same idea. Some guy pulled up to the gas station. That's the danger of using cars late game, because you give people so much information where you are, where you're heading, etc. So they will always be like aware to where you are, like the general direction or the actual position. I'm just like gently sneaking up, like I don't know what he's thinking, if he's gonna come around and be on the backside, or if he's already in that like little cornfield or what it is, wheat field. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Like I can see his car, but I can't see him. I'm guessing he's inside the station or something. And I see his feet under the fence, and I'm 100% sure he saw me as well. So here I'm basically just thinking what I'm gonna do next. And I remember at some point that I have some frag nades that I picked up, and they're really good for like this kind of play, because I can't really push on him because he's expecting me, and I can't just let him sit there either because the blue's gonna come in like 1 second. So I'm just trying to make him do something, and when he's pushing me I pick out the Tommy gun, scope in, and just go to town. So I lose half my health, but I pick him out, so it's all worth it. Check him quickly for some meds and some attachments. Picking up the M16A4, like, because I don't know how much I will be shooting with the Tommy gun, and I have like, well, I have 200 rounds, but I easily use 50 plus rounds just taking down one person, because I can't really finely tune my aim. It's a bit laggy for me, so I'm like stuck on corners and shit. I am playing, I think this was on the NA server. And I want to heal, so I'm going behind this bin or what it is. I don't know why I started bandaging. It's way too late in the game to start bandaging for so much HP. So I'm using the first aid kit, and then just topping off with painkiller. The painkiller heals a bit more than the energy drink. And it takes a bit longer to consume, but I really like it because it gives me a fighting chance. Like if I take one shell, it will keep regenerating a bit longer than the energy drink, And sometimes I stack, so I use 2 painkillers or a painkiller and 1 or 2 energy drinks just to have a full stim bar. You see the stim bar on the bottom of the screen. Above the thick white line you see the stim bar. As soon as that goes down to all white, you don't have stim anymore. And then you won't have health regen anymore either. So I'm just trying to figure out, trying to see if I can see anyone crawling in the cornfield. I probably won't from this angle, but if they're on like the higher points, you can see them sometimes because it's a bit less dense. I'm saying cornfield. There's probably a wheat field. It's supposed to be Russia. I don't think they have much corn. It's wheat. So here, like, I can tell that they have some encounter, so I'm just letting them play it out, and then when they're done I just move up to these bushes. Then I have like sort of a high point, and I'm also pretty camoed up from the wheat field. I'm just trying to see, like, I'm just assuming someone is in that shack, and I'm also assuming someone is in like a little tower thing on my right. But I'm much more worried about what's happening here on the wheat field, because they can be so invisible from me and they can see me while moving up. But I'm now pretty sure no one is here. There are 2 guys left, and I haven't seen any movement at all when the blue is coming in. I get this perfect little ridge here. I'm so lucky, it's unreal. As you can see, I'm taking painkillers just to get some stim. In case I take some 1 or 2 shots, I can still regenerate pretty quickly. And now I'm stacking the painkiller with the energy drink. So you can see it's almost fully stimmed. And I was really paranoid, so I thought I saw something in that little bush at the end. So I have to go sneak up and check on it, but can't see anything. And now someone is throwing smokes, which is a good sign for me, because someone is trying to mask themselves. So someone is over there and they're masking themselves for someone they know where are. So I'm assuming they're both on the opposite side of that shack for me. So I'm just waiting, letting them hack it out as they do. And the circle is so good for me again, like the guy has to come for me. I don't have to move anywhere, and I'm completely covered, and I can see what's going on when he's pushing up to me. They were probably hoping that the circle would end a bit south and southwest for this, up on a little hill and the ridges. So that's why he was on that side of the road. See, here it is pushing and just aim in, spray and pray, and here. Here I parked. You can see you're quite the valet boy yourself. Oh god, are you actually stuck?
I think I can get out somehow. That's something.
Did you see people?
What the fuck? Oh my days. Har du någon stims eller något?
Nej, jag har ingenting.
Jeg må lute en kassen bak meg, så jeg dør likevel.
De är inne i huset.
Vel, jeg fant 3 bandasjer, så...
Ja, vi må gå på dem her, så fort du har helsa di, så må du bare komme inn.
Ja, det her er så bra så det blir. Jeg har ikke noe annet.
Jeg har bare bandasje, hvis du trenger.
Nei, jeg har ikke en drit. Jeg har en bandasje igjen, men det hjelper ikke så masse. Ja, de
Vi
bør
ser de har
helst ha
medkit. Få et medkit og en Red Bull her.
energy, first aid. Så her er droppet et til medkit. Ligger medkit langs veggen her.
Er du healet opp?
Ja, nå tror jeg det er bra. Ta noe ammo, sånn.
Kjør på til neste hus da. Godt være noen i sjekken her da.
Ja, det er noen som sitter og skyter med en AVM en plass.
Jeg går jo på crouch. Spring 2 stykker rett nord for oss. Ikke skyt på dem. Bare crouch i vei. Og jeg har en god
Så-
sirkel til det.
Ja.
Prøv å komme i bakkanten av sirkel.
Ja. Prøver å komme i de buskene. Der har AVM-en vest. M24 faktisk.
Det er en som kryper her rett bak oss. Han er nøyaktig 15 for meg. I de buskene, småbuskene som er ved siden av treet der.
Ja, der, ja.
Noen under treet der.
Nice.
Den som kryper, han er 2,55
Ja,
for meg.
jeg ser den. 240 for meg.
Jeg har ikke skutt på han enda.
Jeg kommer mot det.
Har du noen aids?
Nei, jeg
Skal vi
kaster jo
gå
alle.
på dagen?
Der er en er 240. 240-245 rett imellom for meg. Og den andre
Jeg skal gå
er
på
for
dagen,
meg
andre.
rett. Høyre eller venstre? Jeg ser en til høyre. Skal vi ta en hver?
Ja, klar,
Ferdig,
ferdig, gå.
gå. Woohoo!
Chicken dinner.
Da hadde jeg ikke trodd med det utstyret vi hadde.